We continue our reading of Lest We Forget, a daily devotional by author George R. Knight. Today's reading, December 3, Out of the Ashes, Part 1. Let the peoples renew their strength. Let them approach, then let them speak. Isaiah 41:1. Renewal and rebuilding were at the forefront of Adventist thinking in the early years of the 20th century. Not only had disastrous fires destroyed the institutional presence of the denomination in Battle Creek, not only had the denomination lost J.H. Kellogg, A.T. Jones, E.J. Wagner, and others, but in the process, Kellogg had wrested ownership of the rebuilt Battle Creek Sanitarium and the church's medical school, the American Medical Missionary College, from the denomination. It was time not only for rebuilding, but for doing so in a new location. By the beginning of the 20th century, the continual migration of Adventists to Battle Creek had become a definite problem. Instead of living in various places where they could witness to their faith, a large portion of the Adventist membership had congregated in the city, gossiping among themselves and hindering Adventist mission in other ways. Beyond that, Battle Creek had become overly centralized as the power base for world Adventism. Not only were the church's largest and most influential institutions located there, but also the world headquarters. A handful of men sitting on interlocking boards ruled, quote-unquote, Adventism everywhere. In short, by 1900, Battle Creek had become to Adventism what Jerusalem was to the Jews and what Salt Lake City is to the Mormons. The new century, however, saw the breakup of Adventism's holy city, quote-unquote. Ellen White had been urging it since the early 1890s. Not many, however, had responded. The first institutional leaders to initiate a departure from the city were E.A. Sutherland and P.T. Magan, who had transferred Battle Creek College to Berrien Springs, Michigan in 1901. In 1902, fire that destroyed the Review and Herald plant provided the necessary impetus to move both the publishing program and the General Conference headquarters out of the city. Where to go became the major issue for many. At first it appeared that New York City might be the appropriate location, but by 1903, Washington, D.C. had become the favored site. Congregating in Adventist centers has plagued the Adventism's witness practically from its beginning. Perhaps part of our commission is for more of us to move into an area where we can witness to our neighbors. Think about it. This concludes our reading today of Lest We Forget.